Hi everybody, welcome back to DayZ, and in this quick tutorial video we're going to be looking at the new RAK-37 submachine gun, which is in DayZ Experimental 1.28 on Xbox and PlayStation as of the time of recording this video, which was the 19th of April. So it'll be on 1.28 when it goes public on public servers for PC, PlayStation and Xbox over the next few weeks. So if you're looking at the code that's in the description below this video, which gives you the class names for the RAK-37 and the RAK-37 magazines that are available for it, remember, they'll only work when update 1.28 goes live on the public servers. So the RAK-37 originally was a Polish machine gun. I understand it used to be in DayZ when it was a mod, and probably prior to 0.63 as well. As you can see, we have now got it as well. So there she is, really small, uses .380 or 380 submachine gun ammo or pistol ammo, has a built-in stock and a foregrip that are obviously foldable. You can't fold them in the game though, but it's pretty small. So if we look, takes up, in fact, let's just do some inventory management. There we go. So you can fit it in a backpack, no problem at all. So it makes a very, very nice little automatic gun for close quarters combat. If, for example, you don't have like something like an AK or a M4 or something like that, which you probably won't because they're quite rare. So you've got a hunting rifle, or in this case I've got a DMR. You can keep this in your backpack, and if you're in close quarters combat, inside buildings and things like that, you could equip your rack and you'd be ready to go. So there's two magazine variants. There's the 25 mag there, and then there's the 15 mag there, which is pretty cool. And I tell you, let's fire it. Look at some animations. So this is the 15 mag. There's only full auto. That's it. I don't think you can even change it to single fire. Let's do the reload. Very nice. Let's go to third person. Do the reload. Very nice. So the models in DayZ are really good, aren't they now? They really are fantastic. They're DayZ 2.0 ARM Reforger engine ready, aren't they? N-Fusion engine ready. So there we go. So we did the 15 mag. Oh, we did the 25. Well, let's do this 25. Very nice. Very nice. Nice little weapon. Really like this. I think it's very, very cool indeed. So let me just take this character off the server so it doesn't get eaten by zombies or wolves. So let's have a look at the code so we can get the class names, and we can also find out where you'll find them on the various maps, Sakal, Chernarus and Livonia. So let's jump over to the code. So we'll start off with Sakal because that's where we were. So let's do a Control F for RAK. Find all in current document. There we go. So this is Sakal now. So on Sakal, what's important to note is, at the moment anyway, at the time of recording this video, the rack is dynamic event loot, which means that it's going to spawn an event. So because it's a police item, you're going to find this thing at static police car event and the static police situation event, you know, when there's a few of them. So it's worth noting that you're not going to find it probably in police stations and things like that because it's a dynamic event. If you're working on your own community server and you want to add them to just normal ground loot, then change dynamic event loot to 0, increase the nominal, I don't know, say to 10, increase the minimum to say 8, and then you'll have more spawning in on your server. If we have a look at the mag as well, there we go. So the mags, again, are dynamic event loot. Both of them, I think. Yeah, so they're both dynamic event loot. So on Sakal, this is a dynamic event weapon that you'll find, which sort of fits in with the lore of the gun as well, because in Poland it was used by the military a little bit and then by the police as well. If we jump over to Chernarus, here we go. The rack is a normal ground loot weapon, and it's found in police stations, or I guess it'd be in police, could be in police cars, could it? I don't know if normal loot spawns in dynamic events, but anyway, you'll find it in police stations and guardhouses, that sort of stuff. And there's normally 20 of them with a minimum of 16, so they're quite common for a gun. Tier 1 and Tier 2, so away from the coast, a little bit inland in that kind of middle zone around the map. It's worth noting at the moment, though, that the files aren't complete because there's no magazines on Chernarus. And then if we jump over to Livonia and look at them, it's the same. They're a little bit rarer, so there's normally 6 on the server with a minimum of 4. They're not dynamic event loot, and they're found in police stations all over Livonia. But at the moment, the types.xml isn't complete because, again, if we do a Control F, there's no mag for the RAK. So we're waiting for an update. There'll be an update to experimental that will happen over the next week or so, where they'll edit this, they'll put them in, but I'd imagine they'll be the same. You know, you'll find the RAK on Sakal in dynamic events, and you'll find the RAK on Livonia and Chernarus in police stations and guardhouses, as you will the magazines that go with them. And then I guess you've got the 380, haven't you? Ammo. So let's have a look. And so yeah, so 380 is found in police stations on Chernarus and guardhouses, and then on Livonia is found in police. And then let's have a look on Sakal. It's found in police stations as well. So to get the ammo for it, you're going to be hitting police stations and guardhouses. So there we are, my friends, the new RAK-37. Very cool. We'll probably have to wait for a video from Wobo to look at damage in detail, but it's one of those weapons, I think, that when you find it, you put it in your backpack and you'll hang on to it until you get something better. Or if, like myself, you really like the PvE side of DayZ, and you've probably got something like a spade on one shoulder, and you've got a hunting rifle on the other, the fact that you can pop this in your backpack and have a fully auto close-up weapon for emergency PvP situations, or just to kill Zeds if you're in a bit of a fix, I think that's very nice indeed. So well done, DayZ devs. A nice little lore-friendly weapon. And to everybody watching the video, thank you very much for watching. If you found the video useful, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. And remember, the class names for the weapon and the mags are in the description below this video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.